Hi, this is Ashwin Gurela. Now I'm going to present my IFN 5A7 assignment of rapid web development. So as you can see my screen, so this is my assignment. So my assignment is based on a e-commerce store full of digital smartwatches of our favorite brands. So here is my assignment specifications and everything. So before I start my assignment, I need to say something about my assignment, like what are the technologies I have used in my assignment. So this is completely based on Python, Flask, and the technologies I have used for these are HTML, CSS, and something like you can see from the screen, like um, you can see here like the technologies I have used. There is a README file. If you want to, if someone wants to follow the instructions, like you can go to the README file and you can perform the steps. So in my assignment, I have the following folders like admin.py, init.py, forms.py, and everything. So the thing is like this is the main folder run.py to run the app. In my run.py, if I want to run my project, so just I'll right click on run.py, so and run the file in terminal. So automatically you can see that my file will be loading here. So it will start with a live web server. So whenever there are any changes in your code, you need not to save every time. So as it is a web server, so it will always reload your web server when you have made any changes in the browser. So when I open this, so this is my website. So this is my home page, and when I'm trying to, like, it is as same as the online stores you found in any online sites. So when you click on brands, like I have displayed two brands, like one is your favorite brand Apple and the other is Samsung. So if I want to choose the products based on Apple, so these are my products in Apple. So I have listed only two products. So when you try to add this to the cart, so automatically the item will goes to cart. And if you want to add some more products, you can go to view products, and then you can choose any of the product you want. So that, for example, if you choose Samsung, so you can add a watch like a smart series or something. So as I added two items, there are two items in the cart. So if I want to remove any of the item from this, just I can click on remove here. So you can see that the item was removed. In the same way, like if I want to clear my cart, I can clear the cart. So as you can see that it is saying that all items are deleted. All items are deleted in the cart. So now I want to explain you the functionality of this working website. So let's go to the code. So this is the code. Like, so the thing is like I have an assignment folder, like you can create on its own, like, and inside that I have the main folder. It's MyMart. The name of my application was MyMart. So that I have the folders like static and templates. The purpose of static is to store CSS and styles whatever you want, and then the images like for example, if you want to display any images, you can display the images by mentioning them in static. And here the templates, these are my static HTML pages. So these are static, and to make it as dynamic, we are using some routes. That routes will be in views.py. So here you can see clearly that when I go top, see, here is my home. Here is my home route. So when I clicked on go to home button, see, you can see that it is redirecting to my home page. So the thing is like we have named the definition home, so that it will render the template. So render template means like it will render the template back to the HTML. So for example, if you queue here, so I have a file named as home.html here. So whenever you write as home.html, it will render back to that HTML page. So that in the same way, I have like admin.py. So this is the purpose of admin, is to create a data which you want. So for example, I have three classes. One is brand, one is product, one is order. And for example, if I want to link the data from database to make my web pages dynamic, so I will add the data here. So these are the data which you are going to see on my screen. So here db.session.add in the sense like whatever you are adding. For example, there is a brand one here. So if you want to add the data in the database, you need to write as db.session.add of brand one. In the same way, like if you want to add any products, like I have 4 categories. As I said you, like 2 of them are Apple and 2 of them are Samsung. So I have total 4 categories: P1, P2, P3, P4. So here, when I'm trying to connect the data, I will add them. I will add the products to database. So if it is working fine, the data will be stored in database, or else it will return an exception message like there is an issue adding a product in dbseed function. So dbseed database. And coming to database, like see, I have my database mymark.sql. So before going to database, I need to explain you about the models. Models in the sense like what the data you require, what the data you need. So for example, if you mentioned only id, image, name, and description. So for example, if you can see that I am highlighting my screen, there are id, name, and description. As I mentioned here, there are only id, name, description, and image. So that in your page, when you're trying to display this, you can display this as it is. So for example, if you want to, in your html page, you are displaying more than like a product. Here I have only products, and here I have image. So in your page, when I'm trying to display other than this, it won't work, because model in the sense what we are going to display in the view page. So here I have views.py. These are the rows. These are the rows that I have: one row for brands to display brands, and the other rows to display my products, and the rows to like when I'm going to click on add to cart and everything. This is the functionality of add to cart. So that based on session ID. So session ID in the sense the data will be stored on the server side. So based on the ID, here order ID means my ID of the order. So this is the code to display the items in the cart. And as I showed you before, like if I want to delete an order from the cart, so that based on the ID, I can delete my order. So here I am requesting, see, here I am requesting an ID which I want to delete. So based on the ID, I can delete the products and delete order. Here it is a checkout page. So still I didn't went to checkout page. I will explain you the last. So these are my forms. Like to fill the forms, like I have used WDF Flask forms and Jinja templates, and I have used inheritance to the main thing of Python is to code reusability, so that see, for example, see, I have here extends reuse.html. This in the sense it is the child class and the reuse is the parent class. So that when I'm writing here as extends reuse, the child class will get the access from the parent class. So that in my this is my parent class. So I have the data like to display something like a navigation bar and everything. So when I use this class here, like extends reuse.html, it clearly states that I am accessing the parent class. All the properties of parent class are now available in this child class. So the main purpose of writing this is code redundancy, code reduction, like no repetition of the code redundancy. That's it. So this is my init file, init.py file. Here, when I want to connect my data to database, this is the URL, like the name of my database and everything. So for example, this is my admin file. Now I want to show like how the functionality of database is working on. So this is my website, as I said you, like everything. These are the brands and these are my products. And this is when I'm adding my something to cart. And see, this is the price of this product, 549. And I'm adding one more product, like few products, and then it will display the total price, like total price of your items. So if I want to clear cart, I can clear cart and it will display the message all items deleted in the cart. The same way, if I want to add products and if I want to add item to the cart, and I will add one more product and add to cart. So in my cart, I have two items. So the functionality of database, see, I'll show you like how the database works. So as I said you, like I have these classes in my models.py. So these are my models. So I have a home class, brands class, and the table name was brand. Here the table name was home, and here the table name was products. So that these are the things what I have shown you. Brands, like a brand have brand ID, name, description, and image. Similarly, you can see here like the brand, it's have ID, name, description, image. So the product is like it will refer to the other classes. And this is my data. Like I have four images, like I have four items in my total, four items in my web page. And when I'm going to see the brands, I have only two brands. As I said you, one is Apple and the other is Samsung. These are my orders. Like when I proceed to checkout, these will be the orders, and these are the order details. So now let's go to the checkout. As you can see here, order details. There are only this. So now I'm going to checkout page and I want to show you how the forms will work. So this is my order, and when I'm going to checkout, it will ask me this form. So this form is a WTF forms. See, I can show you in my code. See, it is a WTF forms. So as I said you, like we are using some inheritance. So see, without writing the code again and again, I have simply used the inheritance properties, like to access the properties of parent class. So here these are my forms, and when I fill my details here, like by giving everything, it will take the data. For example, if I didn't fill this field and if I leave it as empty, and when I try to place order, it shows as like it will prompt a message like fill all the details. So like when I enter my mobile like this, and when I placed order, so it finally says, yay, order placed, thanks for shopping with us. So the data I have entered will be stored in the DB SQLite. See, once I will, so this is my data which I have entered. Browse data, order details, order. So you can see my data after refreshing. This is the data I have entered. Not only that, like I have also done some responsive web. Like for example, see, you can see that everything will be aligned in same way. So many people are and I have also implemented a search bar. For example, as I said you, I have only two brands in my site, and so that if I want to search about Apple, so directly I can search here and it will display the Apple brands, so that I can add to cart, I can check out, and I can fill all the fields. I can fill all the fields, place order. So it says finally I order placed. So this is the functionality and working of my website. And finally, I conclude by saying that I have used some technologies like Python, Flask, Jinja templates, and everything. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you.